next morning, Janine arrived at the fire station headquarters ready for work. She noticed Ecto-1 was missing.
They must have had an early call.
She opened a bag she was carrying and dumped some stale donuts on the floor.
Slimer, I brought you a snack.
But Slimer was nowhere to be seen.
Oh, that's odd. Normally he eats anything that won't eat back.
Just then, a large beeping sound filled the room. It was the analyzer.
Egon must have left this on. It's all Greek to me.
At that moment, Slimer appeared.
Hi, been out jogging?
As Slimer came closer, Janine noticed the smell.
Ooh, get away from me. You smell like a sewer.
Slimer spat out Ecto-1's number plate onto Janine's desk. Then he blew himself up to twice his normal size and collapsed in an exhausted heap, pointing at Ray's photo.
Ray's in trouble, isn't he?
Slimer nodded. Janine raced into the bunk room.
Get up, everyone!
This had better be good, Janine.
Ray's in trouble!
Soon the Ghostbusters were ready for action, but still puzzled. Egon waved a sheet of paper in the air.
The orange gel has extremely high PSI readings that make it very dangerous. But the base substance is an inorganic suspension with a quotient of lubricity.
Peter smiled at Janine.
The Ecto-1 is gone. We're borrowing your car.
The Ghostbusters were tearing towards the sewer in Janine's Volkswagen, looking for Ecto-1. Suddenly, Egon spotted it.
There it is, Peter!
A policeman was writing a ticket.
Ray takes the rap for this one.
As the Ghostbusters arrived, the earth shook and the fire plug disappeared in a geyser of orange gel. The ground collapsed and the car disappeared, landing in an underground cave. Winston looked dazed behind the wheel.
Well, at least I got us here.
Meanwhile, back underground, Ray was peering the cavern from a small access hole. Surrounded by puddles of glowing orange gel, a large tapered stone pillar extending from floor to ceiling was rotating jerkily. Carved in the pillar were some ancient symbols like the ones that had been on the plug. Ray couldn't believe his eyes.
The Pillar of New York! It sure could use some axle grease. Could that orange gunk be some kind of lubricant to keep this pillar turning? It's a gyroscope. It keeps the island level. Oh boy! Wait till I tell the others about this. The Pillar of New York is real!
Behind him, hundreds of ghosts were gathering. Ray turned around. The rest of the Ghostbusters were making their way through waist-deep muck, holding their rifles at chest level. Suddenly, a ghost swooped down on them. Right out.
Bogey at 5 o'clock high.
Peter blasted his proton rifle.
Good shooting.
Sure, that was easy.
Egon frowned.
I hate to tell you this, but I'm picking up strong readings dead ahead.
As he spoke, more ghosts appeared. Peter and Egon set about blasting them.
Well, now we know where all the ghosts went.
Yes, but where are they all coming from?
Look, they're retreating. Get after them. They'll lead us to Ray.
The Ghostbusters hurried on and found themselves in the big chamber where Ray had found the plug. Winston started clambering down a rope.
Watch out, the bottom looks slippery.
Seems all right to me, Peter. Wow!
Winston?
We better down there.
I'm all right. This is wild.
Ray was still battling it out on his own.
The ghosts blocked the flow so the pillar would break. It makes sense. They like chaos. Never thought I'd go out like this, all alone.
He tried to fire his proton rifle again, but it was no good. It had run out of energy.
Well, that's it then. The last fight. Mano a mano.
Just then, Winston wriggled through the opening, shooting. Ray breathed a sigh of relief.
Oh, well, hey, what kept you all?
You did, you dope. What's the big idea?
Winston turned around and saw the pillar.
Hey, what's that, Ray?
Don't shoot it, just the ghosts.
The Ghostbusters grouped together and blasted the retreating ghosts with their rifles on full stream.
They're gone, Ray.
Oh, great. Come on.
The giant pillar was still squeaking around. Winston looked questioningly at it.
That's it.
And that's why we've been having earthquakes, Ray?
Yes, that orange gel is some kind of axle grease for the gyroscope. When the ghosts blocked it off, the pillar started to vibrate.
Egon soon had it all figured out.
If it vibrated enough, it would break, and Manhattan Island would sink. The ghosts would love that.
Peter scratched his head.
But who built it, Egon?
Ancient gods, a lost civilization, Atlantis, who knows? The important thing is that we've got to make sure it keeps running. I suggest we blow open that blockage and release the orange gel.
3 proton beams lanced out and hit the blocked channel. It erupted in a shower of stone, and the orange gel began to flow again. It soon reached the pillar, which began to spin smoothly and quickly once more. A few hours later, the Ghostbusters were back in their fire station headquarters, all cleaned up. Janine was talking to Egon.
So they didn't believe you about the pillar, but they paid anyway?
Right, for stopping the earthquake.
Imagine a single pillar holding up all of Manhattan Island. I'm glad I live in the Bronx.
Well, it's more of a gyroscope, actually.
It's still hard to believe.
Peter smiled.
I was there and I don't, but we got the job done and the city is saved.
Janine pointed to Slimer.
But we all know who the real hero is, don't we?
Through your head, who can you call?
Ghostbusters!
An invisible man sleeping in your bed. Who you gonna call?
Ghostbusters!
Collect all the adventures of the real Ghostbusters in Adventures in Slime and Space, Cold Cash and Hot Water, and Beneath These Streets.